Hi, I'm Mick Taylor, and here we have a couple of new amps from Californian boutique brand 2Rock. You'll see and hear 2Rock amps used by artists including John Mayer, Eric Gales and Matt Schofield, but the models that those guys use tend to be at the top end of the 2Rock pricing structure, and that can mean over $4,000 here in the UK. But for 2011, we welcome a new range of amps that come in at around half that price. Here we have the single channel Studio Pro 35 and the dual channel Gainmaster 22. The Studio Pro 35 is really all about high headroom clean tones with sweet sounding reverb. It's descended from the classic Reverb and John Mayer signature models, and it runs on a pair of 6L6 output valves. It's loud, clean and dynamic all the way up. There are a number of tone shaping controls on the front panel, including bright, mid and deep, that enable you to get the exact response and feel you like. I'll show you what each of those does. There's also a contour control which affects the mid-range response of the amp. Here it is in action. The last thing to mention is a pickup loading control, which is a 5-stage switch on the back panel. This changes the impedance relationship between your guitar's pickups and the amp, and it's basically to fine-tune the amp to your particular guitar. Generally speaking, the more loading you put on the pickup, the smoother the sound, but it's all about personal taste. I'll demonstrate it here in positions 1 with no loading, and 5, which is maximum load. You've been hearing the reverb circuit all the way through this demo, which comes with both send and return levels, which can affect the relative attack and tail off of the spring reverb sound. It's either hard and metallic or softer and smoother, depending on how you like it. The second amp on review is the Gainmaster 22, which is a 2-channel amp descended from the 2Rock TS1. It uses a 22 watt power section using a pair of 6v6 valves. As you can tell, this is a very different beast from the Studio Pro 35. It has no reverb for a start. Here's the clean channel at lower and higher gains respectively. The second channel in the Game Master 22 does exactly as you'd expect and adds extra overdrive. We'll stick with the Les Paul for the rest of the demo. The other main feature in the second channel is the EQ bypass function, which you select with the foot switch. I'll switch it out so you can hear its effect. So there we have it, the Two Rock Studio Classic 35 and Game Master 22. There's no doubt these are professional amps at professional prices, despite Two Rock's desire to keep them affordable. The lasting impression from the player's point of view is of an extremely dynamic experience, and the sheer size of sound coming from such small 1x12 enclosures. Two Rock's endorsee list speaks for itself, and if you fancy joining them, it's going to cost you dearly. But I have to say, these amps really are something special.